What's happening, guys? Tammy Dean coming at you, SD Real Estate Diva. For those of you who are just tuning in for the very first time, I'm coming at you today because not only am I a real estate agent, but I'm also an advocate. And for those of you who have worked with me, or if you're my colleague or you know me, you know that I'm a die-hard advocate for those that I work with for all the right reasons. But in addition to my role as a real estate agent, there are times when I take on mediator, I take on the role of negotiator, I take on the role of a therapist. Where are all my real estate agent colleagues who can attest to that? We can relate. But today I am going to take on the role of teacher, because given that it's a seller's market, we all know how bad buyers have it right now when it comes to buyer fatigue, especially if you're a first-time buyer. So today I thought I'd take some time and offer one of 3 tutorials that we are going to have on first-time buyer vocab 101. There are 9 different terms that buyers need to know, hands off, right? And I'm gonna just go through them real quickly, and then I'm gonna talk about 3, and then we'll go from there, right? Because if you're a first-time home buyer, you're freaking the fuck out right now because you are so tired of submitting offers only to come in short, and then you decide, you know what, I don't know if I wanna do this, and then you go back to just renewing your lease. You're not gonna make any money that way, nor are you gonna save money. So let's just go here, right? So 9 words that you need to know as a first-time buyer, let alone new home buyer, okay? Number 1, we're gonna go with it, the offer. Okay. Number 2, closing costs. Number 3, home inspection. Number 4, appraisal. Number 5, signing. Number 6, contingency. Number 7, earnest money. We all need to know what that one's about. Number 8, title. Number 9, insurance. And for bonus, I'm gonna throw in recording, right? So those are the words that you as a first-time home buyer need to know. You ask, Tammy, why the hell do I need to know these? Because when you submit an offer, you're gonna need to know what each thing means so that you are not only educated, but you're making the best decision you and your realtor are going to do during this transaction. So today, we're gonna talk about offer, closing costs, and home inspection. When you tour a property and you're like, oh my God, this is the house, this is where I wanna live, this is where I can see shacking up, having my babies have babies, and all that good stuff, you need to submit an offer. What does an offer mean? Well, basically, this is the teacher in me, it's an agreement between a buyer and a seller to purchase real estate, also known as a sales contract. That is the first thing that you do when you get in the game. Some people call it a bid, right? I'm throwing in a bid on this property, offer. Pretty much standard. You have to submit that in order to get in the game, okay? That's vocab number 1. Vocab number 2, closing costs. What does that mean? Because a lot of times when you're in a transaction, if you don't understand the closing costs and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, these closing costs, why the hell did I know about this? Now you know, because teacher Tammy told you, right? Okay, closing costs. Fees that are paid at the end of the transaction, either by the seller or buyer, or both, right? They include the taxes, insurance, and other lender expenses. Now, mind you, a lot of this information will be told to you by the lender, so you're not just, oh, by the way, you have to pay these fees, right? So you kind of know. But for purposes of what we're doing here today, I'm just doing a little bit of a share because some of these buyers have no idea. Because you're not working with me, that's why. Well, that's another story. But anyway, all right, vocab number 3, home inspection. We all love and hate home inspections. I can tell you as a buyer's agent, I love home inspections. But why do you love home inspections, Tammy? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I love home inspections because that is your opportunity, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, to get to know the home, to get to know everything about it. Everything from the foundation, to the plumbing, to the electrical, if the home has mold, if the roof is shot, whatever it might be. This is my most favorite time because we're getting to know the house, and not only that, but it's our opportunity if there are fundamental issues with the house, whether it's a health hazard or a safety issue. That is our opportunity to ask the seller to either repair it or give us a credit towards repairs. Now, is that always guaranteed? No, it's not. But that's our opportunity to get to know the house. What does an inspection really mean? It's an examination of the property's condition, usually performed by a qualified home inspector of your choice. Who's the buyer? that this is the buyer's due diligence. And like I said, my most favorite time of the whole process, right? So today we went over offer, closing costs, and home inspection. Know those words. You're going to need them through every transaction. And as always, if you or someone you know is looking to purchase your first home or your 10th home, I'm your girl. We're gonna have so much fun. This is not like, oh my God, we get to go view a house, I gotta submit an offer, this is so stressful. Yeah, it is, especially in this market, but we're gonna have fucking fun while we're doing it. And you never know, we might stop off at some tequila bar and have a shot before and after writing the offer, because I usually do my best work when I'm drinking. Call a spade a spade. But for all seriousness, I still get my shit done, okay? So, next episode, we're going to go over the other 3, and then another 3, and then you know what? We're gonna have a quiz. So you have to stay tuned. I don't know any other way but to be. Anyway, have a great day, San Diego. Call me, let's do lunch, whatever you wanna do. Peace out.